Ever wondered what makes turkey and mushroom risotto so irresistibly creamy and flavorful? This dish, hailing from the heart of Italy, has found its way into hearts and homes around the globe. The secret? It's a perfect fusion of tender turkey and earthy mushrooms brought together with a base of arborio rice, onions and garlic, simmered in a rich chicken broth and white wine. A final touch of Parmesan cheese seals the deal. With the right ingredients and technique, you too can whip up this Italian delicacy in your kitchen. Dive into the world of Italian cooking with this simple step-by-step guide. First, we start by sautéing our onions and garlic. This will form the aromatic base of our risotto. The key here is to cook them until they are just translucent, releasing their sweet, savory aroma without browning. Next, we introduce our star ingredient, the arborio rice. This short-grain rice is the heart of any risotto, known for its high starch content and ability to absorb flavors. Stir the rice into the onions and garlic until each grain is coated in those aromatic oils. Now, it's time for the white wine. Stir it in and let the rice soak up all its fruity complexity. This will give our risotto a depth of flavor that is simply irresistible. Then, we move on to the chicken broth. This is where patience comes into play. We'll add the broth gradually, one ladle at a time, while continuously stirring. This slow process allows the rice to release its starch, creating that classic creamy risotto texture. Finally, it's time for our protein and umami boosters, cooked turkey and sautéed mushrooms. Stir them in, letting the flavors meld together. And of course, we can't forget the Parmesan cheese. This will give our risotto a final creamy touch and an irresistible cheesy flavor. Remember, patience is key when making risotto. Let the broth absorb gradually to achieve that classic creamy texture. A recap is always helpful, isn't it? Let's go over the key points to ensure you nail your turkey and mushroom risotto. Start with a hot pan and a drizzle of olive oil. Sauté your onions until they're translucent and fragrant, and then add your arborio rice. This particular type of rice is essential for achieving that creamy texture we all love in a risotto. Next, the broth. Remember, it's a gradual process. Add a ladleful at a time, letting the rice absorb the liquid before adding more. This slow dance is the secret to a perfectly cooked risotto. Now let's add our stars, the turkey and mushrooms. Sauté them until they're golden and toss them into the pan. Give everything a good stir to let the flavors meld together. And finally, the grand finale, a generous sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. This will give your risotto a delightful burst of flavor and a touch of Italian authenticity. With these tips in mind, you are now ready to impress your guests with a classic Italian turkey and mushroom risotto. Happy cooking!